Hi, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Dee. I am 61 years young, and today I wanted to talk about why I went from keto to carnivore and the changes I've experienced that were quite unexpected. I am not a doctor, I am not a nutritionist. I am just speaking from experience and what has worked for me. I have struggled with food and weight most of my life, ever since I've been a teenager. I've tried the vegetarian diet and the Atkins diet, and I did calorie counting, and I've done the ridiculous potato diet. I just felt physically and mentally just gross and disgusting and defeated and no energy. I don't know. I couldn't sleep well. I didn't sleep well. I had food on my mind constantly. I was thinking about what I'm going to have for dinner, if I had the stuff for dinner, do I need to go to the grocery store? And then I started driving truck. Then I really got into trouble. I put on 50 pounds in a matter of 2 years, just sitting and driving and eating truck stop food when our food ran out. I ended up having sleep apnea. Aside from the weight gain, I slept badly because the truck was constantly rolling because if I wasn't driving, my daughter was driving and I was in the back sleeping. Oh yeah, I got diagnosed with diabetes, yay. I had plantar fasciitis and back pain and sore knees from sitting so long, achy joints, heartburn, the whole package deal nobody will ever ask for. Then to boot it off, I had skin tags. My eyesight was getting worse. I was constantly exhausted. And I started believing that maybe this is just normal for getting older. This is what it's like. Like, well, congratulations, you're aging. Yay. So deep down, I kind of thought that something wasn't right. And then my daughter and I decided to open a pet sitting and dog walking business, which definitely got me moving again. But it also showed me very quickly how unhealthy and out of shape I was. Because I'm outside all day, walking in the heat, walking in the rain, walking in the snow, and I'm getting in and out of my car, moving constantly, and summers were killer, absolute killer. I'd come home completely wiped out, lay in front of the AC for several hours, and often fell asleep because I was so exhausted, just utterly exhausted. Last year, 2024, the summer was terrible. I was super, super busy. It was very hot in the state of Washington, and we usually have very cool summers. But yeah, it was so hard on me. Even on the weekends, I would just sleep and sleep and sleep some more. My body was hurting. My feet were hurting. My bones were hurting. Then I had a partial PCL tear. That's posterior ligament in my knee. So it just wasn't fun anymore. I had enough. I just had enough. It needed to stop. So I went on keto and I dropped a bunch of weight. I weighed 286 at the time and I'm 5'10". And I went down to 263 pounds and it ended up staying there because it became really real. I mean, it was scary. It wasn't about vanity. Okay. I wasn't trying to become skinny, although, I mean, yeah, it would be nice. I wasn't trying to look 25 again. All I wanted is just my health back and things to get a little easier. I loved my job, but I don't have health insurance. So my body is literally my livelihood. So then I started keto, and it really helped me bring my blood sugar under control. So keto helped a lot. But then I was still doing what I call keto nonsense. You know, the screwy things that you are told that you can have, like heavy cream and everything, keto desserts, keto snacks. Basically trying to recreate junk food with different labels on it. Crazy. I wasn't losing any weight anymore. It had crept back up because of all the heavy cream. Because, animal products, gee. But heavy cream is, I think, 90% fat? It's ridiculous. It's super high in calories. So in January, I decided to just simplify everything. I did some reading on carnivore, and so I jumped right in. Beef, eggs, water. That's it. I'm not going to sit here and lie. The first couple of weeks were kind of rough because I missed my keto junk. All this nonsense, really nonsense. But I stuck to beef, eggs, and water. No medication, no gym membership, no crazy workout plan. And so since mid-January, this is mid-May, I have lost 30 pounds. I am 61. People tell you that at 61, your weight loss is like non-existent. Postmenopausal, non-existent. I've lost 30 pounds. I mean, I walk about 25 miles a week. I do watch calories. So, I pluck away at it every day. I walk my dogs. I watch what I eat. I count my calories. I drink my water. That's huge. I eliminated dairy from my diet. Every once in a while on the weekend, I will have coffee with cream just for a treat. But, to be honest, the weight loss isn't even the biggest thing. It really is not. The biggest thing is how I feel. I feel amazing, absolutely amazing. I have so much energy. The brain fog is gone, like completely gone. But I feel mentally clear again, absolutely clear. My energy is through the roof. I don't crash in the middle of the day. I used to take 2 o'clock naps and I'd sleep for 2 hours. My digestion has improved. I don't have heartburn anymore. The weird red spots I had on my skin for years, gone. My skin looks healthier. My hair feels healthier. Even my vision is improving. I swear to God, my eyes are sharper. It's crazy. And I know this is all just kind of woo-woo to some people, but I have to say it out loud because this has absolutely changed my life. I will never go back. I will never go back to eating candy and all those crazy, sugary, processed foods that wrecked my life to begin with. I mean, clearly that was me because I made the choice to eat it, but then I also didn't know any better. If somebody had told me a year ago that changing the way I eat would improve this many things, I probably would have rolled my eyes. Absolutely. But this has genuinely been my experience. The other thing, and this is such a relief, food noise is gone. 100% gone. I used to wake up and the first thought I had, what am I going to eat? Most of my day I spent thinking about what I was going to eat. Then I ate, took my nap, and then I woke up and thought about what I was going to eat for dinner. Do I have to go to the grocery store? Do I have everything for dinner? What am I going to eat for dinner? Blah, blah, blah. And throughout all this time, in the back of my head was like this little voice saying, oh my God, you're fat. You need to lose weight. You're unhealthy. What are you doing to yourself? Why am I hungry again? What am I going to do? Who is going to help me? Which diet am I going to try next? When I was eating the standard American diet, all the processed foods and carbs. On to my next one. Cereal, snacks, sugar. I was constantly hungry. I just was looking forward to the next meal because it made my day 3 times a day. And now, nothing. Why? Because I know exactly what I'm going to eat at my next meal. I'm going to eat beef and eggs and drink water. And that's what I'm going to have for the next 10 meals. And it is absolutely liberating. Some people will think about it as, oh, it's too restricting. Once you try it, it is absolutely liberating. It is so freeing not to have this constant, what am I going to eat? How many calories does it have? Am I going to gain another pound? So I eat very simple meals. I enjoy them and I'm full. And then I move on with my day. Now, let me tell you, this is not some overnight miracle. Nuh-uh. Like everything else in life, it still takes discipline, consistency, and learning what worked for me, for my body. But for the first time in my life, I finally feel like I have a grip on my weight and my health instead of constantly fighting against myself. It'll take time for me to lose the rest of the weight. I got another 30 pounds to go. I started years ago at 125 pounds. Yes, 125 pounds overweight. I lost a ton. It's gone. 30 pounds left to go. I am no longer worried about whether or not I can do it because I know I can. Because I have a grip on this now. Just losing these 30 pounds since January has helped me working outside this year. We've already had 86-degree days. I still don't exactly love the heat, and I never will. I still turn into a slightly overheated German Shepherd in July. But I don't need 2 hours in front of the AC anymore to recover. 30 minutes max. At 61 years old, feeling worse and worse with every passing year, I thought was just part of aging. But honestly, a lot of what I thought was aging turned out to be inflammation, metabolic health, exhaustion, and the way I was eating. All the sugar and processed stuff. And I can honestly say today, I feel better at 61 than I have in a very, very long time. Anyway, that's the rant.